Hey guys, this is Energized. Welcome to a GMOD add-on review video. Once again, I know it's been a while since I've done one of those or said that, but here we are in GMOD doing another add-on review. We're doing 20 realistic add-ons this time. By the way, some of these add-ons have prerequisites, which means there's other add-ons you need to get for them to work. So make sure when you check the add-on, don't just hit subscribe to it. Click on it, see if it requires anything. Because certain ones require like an animation base or something like that. So make sure when you're subscribing to these add-ons, subscribe to them individually and make sure you get the required things for the add-ons. So we're going to go ahead and review those. Alright, so for the first mod, we have Enhanced Camera 2. Now you can see it already. This is a pretty, this one's been around for a while, but I've never actually had it in one of my reviews, I don't think. So here it is. Just, you can see your body. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like, you know, you're always looking down. You don't see legs. It's like your character is just a floating orb. So finally, you have legs, and it's pretty nice. It's like one of those must-haves if you're looking for realism. I mean, you gotta see your body, right? You know, you can't just be a floating head. Oh, forgot to mention, works with custom player models. I don't have any custom player models because I just reset my Gmod. I mean, I have shell, but I don't think that's really custom. So I just changed my player model. You see it works with any player model. You can see your custom body. It actually apparently shows hair. Or you can enable and disable that. It has options to do that. Yeah, see, show hair, show bones attached to the head. So if you want to, you can see your hair hanging down from your head, I guess. I personally wouldn't want that, but yeah. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So this next one is probably one of my most favorite ones from this collection. It is called the Dynamic Weapon Reverb, and it has got to be the coolest thing. Listen to this. So the weapon actually reverberates around the environment. It uses some sort of bass script which allows the sound to ping off of things and stuff like that. I've seen like the video on the mod page. But echoes like outdoors. And once you go indoors, it's like extremely loud because of that. It's a smaller tight space. You shoot inside a building, it's going to be louder. See, it sounds different outdoors, way more echoey. This is what it sounds like when there's like a gunfight. Hold on. And in the distance, that's what it sounds like. Now that's pretty cool. Like it's actually just this muffled distant shooting. I actually just teleported. Whoa. Oh, you can go outdoors. What the hell? This is what it sounds like when you get kind of close. Pretty loud. It should be. And then we're just gonna go far away. And sounds very distant. Actually adjust to your range. Anyways, that's it for that mod. Next one is called Raising the Bar Redux, or sound and world model replacements. So basically, this kind of goes hand in hand with the other mod I just reviewed. When you shoot your gun, like the default half-life sounds are different. So the bass sound behind that is different. Normally it would sound like the normal GMOD pistol, but it has a different sound. Pulse rifle's kind of similar, but it's very slightly different. As you can tell, the crowbar sounds different too when you swing. I think the gravity gun's different too, yeah. Grenades. Yeah, grenades are different. Explosions. RPG. And it also replaces some of the world models, apparently, which I don't see, but it does replace the sounds at least, so that's basically it for that one. Alright, so the next one we have is called Immersive Health, version 1.1, Advanced Medicine. And, you know, pretty straightforward when I take damage and stuff. I'm hurt! You can see he's like, I'm hurt. You got a concussion, the screen's all blurred. Lacerated wound, which you have to heal with. As you can tell, everything's... Usually when you have a concussion, everything gets echoey for some reason. And in order to heal like a laceration, that kind of stuff, you have to get like a surgical kit, first aid kit, and just heal yourself up. And then boop, you're healed. More laceration. The concussion can get annoying at times, so if you don't like the concussion, unfortunately there's no way to disable it. Basically, if you don't like the concussion, then you don't have to get this mod. But If it doesn't bother you, you like the concussion, you can get this mod. And yeah, you start bleeding. That actually goes to the next mod. So moving on to the next mod we have right here is the bleeding mod. The little bleeding icon on the top left. It says blood clotting, bleeding stop. So this is called bleeding system. The name of this mod. This one actually lowers your health, the bleeding mod. You slowly start losing blood. So yeah, there's those two mods. Now the next one is pretty cool. It's called instant death screen. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate it here. When you die, your screen goes to black. Now with that mod, it fades to black, but without that damage mod there, it would just cut to black, like it wouldn't fade. I'll probably demonstrate that here. See, it just goes right to black. Pretty cool. It cuts off the sound too. It's just like, watch out! Dead. But that is it for instant death screen. Next up is not a whole lot of people are gonna like this one, but it's kind of cool. You might get nauseous from it, using it too much. But it's called Action Cam. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And with Action Cam, by default, it is going to be enabled. So what you gotta do if you don't want to use it and you only want to use it occasionally, just click Disable Cam and it'll stay that way. And then when you want to use it, you could just re-enable it. And then there it is, Action Cam. And I recommend disabling the fisheye because that is very disorienting. Disable fisheye. You can enable the HUD, and you can enable their custom HUD, which will be enabled by default. Disable camera interface. You can see this battery. It's like a body cam kinda. I like to have it disabled. You can enable your aim point. You can see where you're aiming, I guess. But it's actually pretty cool, like with the weapons and stuff. Kind of just like have it down here. There's just no way to aim default weapons, so you can't really aim with it, but I don't know why the assault rifle turned into an AK, but alright. I don't know what happened there. Pretty cool. You see when you jump, it actually does a little like whoop. Not too bad. It's cool if you want to have like this immersion like gunfight gameplay experience, I guess. Like, oh, take cover. Oh. No, it's pretty cool. And then crouch, yeah, all that stuff. The camera kind of seems to angle itself to one side depending on the weapon you have out. But like that with the by default, you can actually see your body without that enhanced camera add-on. But it's pretty cool, honestly. You can see the crowbar swings different. It's like looking at yourself, like third-person animations, I think, kind of, sort of. Maybe a little bit different, but that's that mod. And let's move on to the next one. So the next mod we have is called Snitchbur's Artificial Intelligence Improvements. And as it says, it improves the AI, so they can now patrol and stuff. You'll see instead of just sitting there, the citizen actually like wanders around and stuff if there's nav mesh. I don't know if there's nav mesh in this map, to be honest. Doesn't seem like it. But if there's nav mesh, they'll patrol. Like they'll walk around and stuff. And they're a bit smarter. It's just kind of like they're not so dumb. When, like if there's a if they hear a sound, if they hear like enemies hear sounds, if you walking around, they'll go investigate it and stuff. I mean, he's a little bit blind, but what? Is ignore player still on? What? Are you okay, sir? What the hell? Oh, it is. Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, oh boy, I got shot right in the back. I'm bleeding really bad. As you can see, they're a bit smarter. Like he's seen me right away. They're not really that stupid anymore. Makes them a little bit smarter. I'm gonna heal my lacerated wound really quick. It also does make them more accurate, so they're less spray fire to like aim right on point. Not like completely aimbot, but their aim is a bit better. And they also have a summoning feature where they will call their allies around them if they're in trouble. So they'll actually call their allies. And also the big annoying one that everybody knows and hates is when you shoot them from somewhere and they don't know what happened. They're just like, oh. And when you shoot them, they'll actually be like, oh shit. And actually shoot back. I know that happens sometimes where you like shoot an NPC and they're just like, oh. And this time they'll actually like shoot back if they get shot at, you know. And it's also fully configurable, so you can configure it and make it different in settings. That's that mod. Next one is pretty cool. It's called Extended Player Animations. And as it says, it just extends player animations. I mean, I'll go ahead and show you. And as you can see, there's actually holster animation, so I kind of pull my pistol out from the holster, sort of. Kind of pulls it instead of just like yoink out of nowhere, like a holster animation. Yep. Pretty cool. There's also supposedly a jump animation. I don't know if it really see one, but yeah. And the soldiers, when they shove you, they do like a one-handed shove instead. Another one is when you take blast damage, like shields his face or something like that, I believe. Let's see. Blast damage, supposedly shield the face. Let's see. Yeah, see, kind of shield your face when you take blast damage. Oh, the barnacle, that's right. So the barnacle, actually, I could show you guys that. So now when a barnacle attacks you, you actually have this animation. Watch this, ready? Oh, if it, I think, wait, do I have ignore NPCs on? I think I do. No? If I walk into this barnacle, hello, barnacle? Barnacle boy? Oh, now it works, okay. God damn it, I don't know what's going on. But you seen the in first person there, basically you put your arms go around your neck and you're just like, oh, help, and you're flailing your feet. So it's pretty cool. Yep, that's it for that mod. Next one is a really short one. This one is called Real Life Flashlight Sound Replacement. It's just very simple, but it's the sound of a real flashlight. You click, click. So it's just a little simple one. Mainly in this short showcase, I'm just showing off all the little mods and that kind of work together to make the game more realistic. So this is just one little small detail, little small mod that changes the flashlight sound. So that is it for that mod. Alright, so the next mod, hold on, let me redo that. Next mod is called Realistic Underwater Effect. And as it says, very simple. You go underwater, and your screen's kind of wobble warbly. And when you come out of the water, it washes away like that. So, once again, simple mod. Small, but simple and pretty cool little detail to add to your game. If you want that. Like I said, they all kind of work together to make the game more realistic. But yep, that's it for that one. I'm hurt! I'm hurt. So that's, as you can see, that's the mod in action right there. Your screen kind of wobbles a little bit. And when it passes, you get a like effect, like you're like, holy shit, you know. Best scenario for this is like if you're behind cover and they're shooting a lot, you know. Let's find a good example. Let's go in here. You see they're laying down suppressive fire on us. You can see my character is like breathing heavily. It's like, holy shit. It's getting all wibble wobbly. Okay, anyway, there's that mod. So this next one's a small little cool one. It is called NPC Death Expressions. So what this mod does basically is when NPCs die and you see their corpse, they're not going to be all blank expressioned. They're going to be like, or something like that. One of those expressions. So I'll go ahead and showcase it. He's dead, as you can tell. As you can see, he smiled before he died. It's got some pretty wacky ones sometimes, to be honest. He's got his eyes open and he's got a frown, as you can see. Probably shouldn't be shooting him in the face, because then he can't see. You see, his eyebrows are kind of raised and his mouth's like, ee. He's kind of just got the little smug smile, like. Actually, that's more of that, like a uwu. No, like the, what's that emoji? Where it's got like the curvy mouth. It's like, bleh. Sometimes they die with their eyes open, sometimes they die with their eyes closed. As you can see, that's his death expression, is kind of, like, grr. So custom death expressions for NPCs gives them different expression every time they die, instead of having the same blank face they had when they were alive, you know? But yep, that's it for that one. This next one we have is called Smooth Ragdoll Push, and for this one, as the name says, when you go near a ragdoll, you push it, you actually move it. You can actually push the ragdoll with your feet. It's a very simple thing that it's probably people miss a lot, or people don't notice a lot about GMOD, is you don't really get to push the ragdolls around with your feet. But you can now do that. And there's a couple things you need to do for this to work. First thing is make sure you have keep corpses turned on, and you have the setting coffee _ ragdoll push set to 2 if you're using first person. If you have a third person mod, you set it to 1. And if you want to disable it, set it to 0. That's how you get it to work, because at first it won't work. I figured that out. You have to do those 2 things. Set keep corpses on and put that console command in and it'll work. That's it for that mod. Next one is called Half-Life Alyx Textures to Gary's mod. And it adds certain Half-Life Alyx textures to Gmod. Which, if you don't know, that's a VR game. I don't think you'll see it in this map, but certain textures will be different. Like if you go to GM Construct and you look at the bricks, it's a bit more detailed. It kind of makes a little bit of the textures a bit more like, have better maps and better detail. But I think the grass, yeah, the grass I think definitely looks a little bit different. But yeah, that's it for that mod. The next one we have is called Remastered Sparks and Tracers. As I said, it changes the sparks and stuff. You can see the sparks look a bit more realistic. And for a flash, you can see there's like and tracers from your bullets from Combine and stuff should look a little bit different too. You guys can see each other. You can see the tracers going by there a little bit better. Another little simple thing, just sparks and tracers are a bit different. And you can see there's a better example on the door. The sparks kind of flying off there look better. Another really simple mod. Alright, the next one we have is called the Universal Blood Trailing mod. And as it says, you've probably seen it before when I was killing the other dudes. But blood squirts out and goes everywhere, you could see that. Another simple, small addition, just blood squirts out. And another cool thing is when you look at the blood, it darkens over time, so it slowly gets darker. Like real blood would. You see it's starting to get darker. And that's it. For the next mod, we have RANGLe. And basically what that stands for is realistic angle or something like that. I noticed it can be buggy sometimes, like you'll see me popping up and down sometimes, but what it does is makes it so, just like I think I did it in another review, is IK foot. This one, I believe it can go like steeper or something like that. I don't know how it's different, but it's probably, yeah, I see right there. So the foot kind of goes down and like on the bench. It's at like an angle and stuff. My feet are kind of sloped down. Normally they would just be flat, but they're actually sloping down to the slope. So you kind of see it there. Here it is right here. Also on like the slope here, you can see my feet are sloped pointed down. My toes are pointed downward. And you could kind of just, as you run, it looks a lot better. Like when you're running downhill, it's like you're actually running downhill and uphill and stuff. So simple as that. That's that mod. Let's go to the next one. The next mod we have is actually a weapon base. It's called the Arc9 weapon base. And for this one, I recommend getting a bunch of other weapons with it, because with the base itself, all that it comes with is just the base, and I think it comes with a few weapons, but I recommend getting extra Arc9 weapons. So search Arc9 under weapons, and you'll find a bunch of Escape from Tarkov weapons and a bunch of other games and stuff. But this one, as you can see, I got a Glock 17. It has a little HUD. You can inspect your weapon. Just like that. And hold C to customize it. Comes up with this. This is probably the coolest thing. You can adjust every little thing about your gun. Your grip, your sight. I think this is specifically the Escape from Tarkov ones have a lot of different attachments. As you can see, this is kind of like a front sight thing. It should change your front dot. Make you get like a little red dot for it. Change your barrel, little compensator, add little flashlight with laser. That's huge. Get a drum mag if you want. A better grip. Look at that, baby. Oh, a different mount. Oh, with the mount, you put your optic. Ah, see, I don't even know much about it, as you can tell. And you can add a stock if you want to. There's so much you can do. So you click to select it, right click to deselect it if you want to get rid of it. Shows you the stats and ballistics, how much damage it does to like a dummy test. It's very detailed. But there we go. Now I have a fully customized Glock. This one doesn't have a fire mode, but see, when you're aiming, it changes it to peek, so you could hold C to peek while you're aiming. So if you're aiming down your sight and you want to peek down and scan the area and go back to your sights, you can do that if you want. You have to set your key bindings. It'll tell you like which key binding to set. But you do E plus whatever key binding it is, G. Depending on your key bindings, it'll show on the left. And safe mode is now active. but when you click, it deactivates it. So if you try to shoot, it won't shoot, but of course, once you click, it's deactivated. It's just kind of how it works. E plus middle mouse button, or E plus scroll down, you can see I'm changing my sight type. Pretty cool. And F to toggle your attachments, like laser sight and flashlight. So there's flashlight, and flashlight. Boom. To change fire mode, as you can see, switch fire mode is G for me. So now it's in single, full auto. And you can also hold your breath to reduce your weapon sway. You can see I have this one kitted out already. It actually saves your attachments universally, which is pretty cool. Custom animations, all that stuff. Third-person view models, all that. Just another one of those weapon mods. Personally, I like this one because it's got a lot of customization and a lot of... It's just cool. Like, it doesn't have crosshairs either, so... There's no, like, hip-firing BS. Like, once you can only aim to have, like, your realistic view. There's no crosshairs, so... Another cool thing about it. But yeah, that's our last mod. Nope. Just real quick, I forgot to mention one add-on. This final add-on. It is called Raising the Bar Redux Combined Voice Replacement. And what it does, it doesn't like give them the most human voices, but it's more decipherable. It's easier to understand what they're saying. So it still kind of has that Half-Life immersion, but it's more sounds more like English. So when they die, you can hear it's a little bit different. She says that they're responding code 3 and stuff. Combines. Those are just the death sounds. The Metro Police are probably the best ones. And their ambient dialogues are a little bit different too. For some reason they're not saying anything, but they got different dialogues too, so yeah, I think that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. All these mods will be linked in the description along with the maps that I used. At least this current map, Birmingham Motor Speedway, which is a good racing map, by the way. And the other one I was playing in, which was like an RP Mojave Desert map. I'll link those too. Hopefully I didn't forget to mention anything. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.